Yo, welcome back to another podcast episode of Stars Talking Cowboys. Starring Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nikki is in the building.
You gonna dig this. Let's go.
What up, what up, what up? What's good?
What up,
What's going on?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's going on out there in Cowboy Land? What's shaking? What's shaking?
Fox, hey Fox, you on mute, baby. Hit that mute button.
There we go. All right, welcome everybody to another edition of Stars Talking Cowboys, featuring Cowboys Nikki and the Blue Cup Boys.
Yeah, dog.
Here we go. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? What the heck is going on?
I was telling, but I was telling Boogie, I'm gonna hook Boogie up, man. I'm gonna give Boogie something real nice.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna give Boogie something real nice.
Okay. All right. With that being said, Mr. Cowboy Nation, go ahead and get with K Boogie on what Knucklehead Skip said, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right.
What Skip say?
Yeah.
What he needs attention anyway. What he said?
Yeah, that's all he's doing. He said he just tweeted talking about some Dak Prescott is not secure enough to be the leader of America's team. And I'm like why? Like why? Like what's the purpose other than you trying to get in the limelight or get some attention because the show coming back? I feel like it's a desperate attempt. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's what they do though. I mean, don't forget, where did he come from? ESPN. Who did he used to work with? Stephen A. Smith. Come on, man. They competing for the same audiences and whatever else. So, of course, he's going to say something out there, man. I pay Skip no mind. I don't even watch his show. I really don't. Skip is who Skip is, man. I don't pay that man no mind.
I watched it for Shannon. I ain't going to lie to you. I love even though he's a Cowboy hater, Shannon kept it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So, I watched it for Shannon, but I don't know. They saying they're gonna have Sherm on there with them, so I'm gonna give it a shot just because I like Sherm. But if they on the short leash, I'm gonna say that if I go in there and I don't like what I see, I'll probably be moving on down.
Nah, I don't mess with them. I don't mess with the show. I mean, they trying to compete with ESPN. ESPN actually gotten better over the course of a year, so that's why I don't even mess with him. I mean, they want viewership. He wants viewership. He's competing with Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, Swagoo and everybody else.
Yeah, I love Swag, man. I love Swag.
Molly dealing with Molly and everybody else at ESPN, so of course he's gonna have to start some controversy. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But hey, the Cowboys move the needle. So anybody in the media, they know this. They know this. Anytime you say anything about the Cowboys, good or bad, it's gonna move the needle. So it doesn't surprise me what Skip is doing. He used to throw Zeke's jersey in the garbage all the time. And
in the
take
trash.
It back out. Exactly. And his mother was like, yo, why are you doing that to my son? What are you doing? So it's just Skip. Skip is just being Skip, man. I don't pay him no mind. Yeah. He needs a hug or a slap. One of the two. I pay that man no mind at all.
Hold on, man.
We know it's clickbait.
Yeah, the one just got that pick. Hey, so who was Wanye Thomas? Like this kid came out, the one that picked out Trevor Lawrence. Who was it?
I mean, I thought it was a practice body. I thought it was just a practice body. I mean, he made a good play, but we deep in secondary and we deep at safety and cornerback. So I know Fox. What you say, Fox?
I was gonna say I think the biggest thing that killed me about Skip is that he sits there on his show and says, my quarterback this, my quarterback that. Then he says that BS that he said yesterday or today or whenever he said it. Yeah. That pissed me off. And it didn't piss me off that he said it. It just pisses me off that I can't stand this clickbait crap. I can't stand that mess, man.
It's getting annoying, man. It's getting real annoying. You know what I'm saying? So my thing, either be with us or don't be with us. Like, everybody know I have my moments where I criticize that, but I have never thrown a Cowboys jersey in the trash. Now, I will say this: I did burn DeMarco Murray's jersey. I did do that. When he sat on the sideline, the Philly was calling out our plays. Yeah, I hit that thing with light fluid, Jack. Yeah. I said that thing in play. I was done with him. Yeah, I was done with
Damn.
him. Yeah,
you throwing up the deuces now? You throwing up the deuces? They going up deuces now. That's what we doing now. What's up,
Kelly?
What's up, Nick? Nick, what's good?
Go ahead and hit your "She's the Queen" song.
Whatever. Don't do
She's
that.
a queen to be. Yes, sir. Back in the building. Yes, sir. Oh, Skip.
But as Mr. Cowboy Nation so eloquently said on his promo, and thank you for your promos also, bro, that you put out there for us every Tuesday. Can you smell it? It's officially football season.
Yeah, it's officially football season. I like to say football season don't start until the Cowboys kick off, but that's all everybody want to see anyway. So all bang game didn't count.
But you know what I was really surprised at though I was really surprised that our preseason game came on as early as it did this Saturday. Usually, we ain't playing until 9-10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
somewhere on the first Saturday.
Oh no, man! They want to get that drama going.
Cool said that's why I only buy jersey with my name on it. I will always be. Murray pissed me out though, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cool. I got a couple of Cowboys jerseys with Zeke and Dak and some Dez and stuff, but everything that I bought in the last 2 years I haven't had my name on it. Yeah, because that'll never go out of style.
Nah, I got Irvin, Emmett, Dion, and Troy. That's it. Everything else I have pictures. But other than that, those are the only jerseys I will buy. Everything else is going on the wall or whatever. That's it. No jerseys for me. I don't want to throw out anybody's jersey or burn anybody's jersey. Not at all.
Now that y'all say that, Mr. Cowboy Nation 88 would be slick, wouldn't it? It'd be slick right there.
Yo, hey, listen, that's Michael Irvin's, Drew Pearson's number.
That's the number. Yeah, that's the number. 88.
Lamb's number. Yeah. And we can't forget about Antonio Bryan too. Antonio Bryan never is in that discussion with the 88. They always forget about Antonio Bryan for some reason. I don't know why. He was really good.
Antonio Bryan was nice. He was nice too.
He was real good. So that 88 is dope. I like that 88. 88 to 21. Well, 21 is my number. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Baby girl,
Zeke is going.
Trying to get it together.
I'm about to say she's a little quiet. I was just about to say, Nikki, you a little quiet earlier in the show. Miss Blondie.
So I'm taking care of some business. Y'all keep on along.
Okay.
She's talking to Skip right now. She's talking to Skip.
Yeah.
She's talking to Skip.
Yeah, I'm talking to Skip. I'm checking Skip ass. Yeah.
Yeah, tell him pick a side, man.
You know what? I was finna say something, but I forgot we on the radio. I was finna just really out loud cuss him out, but I forgot we on the radio.
We can't. Don't curse about. Don't curse about it all. Don't curse about. But what y'all think about the preseason game, man? What y'all think about it?
Dude.
Oh Lord,
Dude's gonna be a whole problem. Dude's gonna be a whole problem. Now,
I think Dude is gonna be a special gadget player. I think he's gonna be a special gadget player. I mean, I think he has some speed and whatever. I said Turpin better watch out though, because Deuce also is a good special teams player. Turpin better watch out. Yeah. So hey, if we go 6 wide receivers, I mean, hey, Turpin better just watch out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I mean, he did look good on that kick return, didn't he? He bust that kick return.
So do you see somebody trying to enter?
Do I see somebody trying? No, I don't. I sure don't. But as soon as
Sylvia, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
That's the story of the day right there.
Yeah, Zach
He
Martin
Say
getting his money.
he looking at himself.
Oh well, he's not in here.
Yeah, he need to hit the in the studio button.
Yeah, tell him
Yeah,
Yeah.
put your display name on there,
and tell him hit the enter studio.
and then hit enter studio.
There we go.
Sylvie said they called Zach Martin 8 in the halftime.
Okay.
They should have.
Yo, listen, man. We need Zach. If we want to be explosive on offense, like I'm telling you, we're gonna be explosive. We need Zach Martin, baby. We need Zach.
Big time.
Oh, hey, who's that? Who's that?
All right.
So who's this special guest that we have on the show
Who
today?
that over there? Who that over there?
So let's welcome and let's introduce Mr. Lamb, CD Lamb Dad himself.
Mr.
Take away.
CD, Mr. CL.
All right.
How you doing today, Mr. CL?
All right, brother. All right, welcome, brother. Welcome. Welcome to the show, my man.
Well, he's only talking to Nikki right now, so we'll get him in here.
Y'all can't hear
All
him?
right.
He not in?
Now he's in. We see his face.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear us? Went out.
Man.
Oh, he signed back out.
He'll come back
He signed
in.
back out.
All right,
But
cool.
everybody, Deuce look good, man. But hey, listen, man, we need him on third down. We need to put him in the slot. We need to do some other things. Put that speed out there, man. I love speed. I love speed, man.
Yeah.
So if Deuce is out there in a certain package, man, he can open up for everybody on the offense. That's what I like about
Yeah.
Deuce. He gives us
Yeah.
position flexibility, and that's what I like about Deuce.
Mr. Lamb,
Oh,
you
now
in?
Deuce. He's on
Can you
mute.
hear us?
He's
Take
on
your phone
mute.
off mute.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
We
we
can
Oh,
hear
yeah,
you.
we
brother.
good,
We
we
can hear you
There
now,
we go.
brother.
There we
Welcome,
go.
my brother.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate taking time out your schedule to join us tonight. To all, this is our one and only number 88 right now, CD Lamb Dad. So y'all welcome him.
Welcome.
Well, this is the
And we
this
just talked about the 88s. We was just talking
we
about
did.
We were
88s.
just talking about
Yeah, we just talked about all the 88s. And press
So
don't
this
change your
is
look who
this is
appeared.
the new playmaker maker, huh? Is
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right.
Yo, we have fun on the show. We're gonna have fun tonight.
So welcome to the show. So our name is 3 Stars. Well, Stars Talking Cowboys, featuring Cowboy Nikki and the Blue Cup Boys. We don't have no name
Hold up.
anymore.
Let me get my
Nikki
blue cups. Hold on. Let me get my blue cups.
we
Wait a minute. I got my
we
blue
got the
cups.
blue
Hold
cup.
on, hold
You know
on.
what I mean? So,
Hold on. I got the blue cups. I don't know what's in them, but we here.
Thank you.
Sean,
Thank you for having me on.
put Cool question up. I think he asking him a question.
Okay, let's see here.
Cool side, you still mad about the Space game 2 weeks ago?
I'll tell Cool. Tell him we good. Next time I'm gonna have a partner with me. We good.
Oh man. First of all, all of our guests that are on the show, make sure that you put your comments and questions on the chat, and please share. We're on YouTube. We're on our Facebook pages. We're on StreamYard. Tell everybody that Nikki's on here, then we'll get 2,000 viewers.
I know, right? Everybody show up to see nigga.
She's on
Pay them no mind. Don't pay them no mind.
Yo.
So, Mr. Lamb, is there anything that you want to say to Cowboys Nation that you just want to get off your chest?
No. Hello, how you guys doing? Let's get ready for some good football this season.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, this will be a big season for us this year.
That's it. So, you have any insight from us from from
Nah.
from Junior Lamb?
Now I hadn't got no insights. Hopefully, I see him when they come back to Dallas on the 22nd. I think the 22nd. I'll be down for training camp those.
Okay. So how's it feel to be the proud father of a Dallas Cowboys receiver, the Dallas Cowboys #1 receiver at that?
It's been a great feeling so far. We'll see how far it takes us, man. I mean, today he can be the best. Tomorrow, Jerry can say, "Hey, get your trash and get on out of here." So yeah, it's been great, man. I enjoyed going into the fourth season. Been a great 4 years, man.
Has it been 4 years already?
Yep.
Yeah, time is flying.
Yes.
Flying.
Yeah, it's been 4 years.
So can't complain.
So I guess my question would be, I have a question. My question I
Preach,
want to
bro.
know is how do you handle the media when CD might not have had a good game? Or let's just say the year before, when Cooper was still here and they were and all most of Cowboy Nation was like, bad decision for them to get rid of Cooper. Lamb is not, I don't see where Lamb is ready to step up and be a #1. How did y'all handle that? For as the media?
Haters gonna hate. I know what he made of, so it don't even matter. At the end of the day, he got to perform, not me. So he know what to do.
Man, you one cool dad, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to commend the dad, man. The dad's been through a lot since grade school, high school, college, now the pros. I always appreciate sports dad, the professional dads, because they've been through a lot, just like the players. And sometimes, we forget as fans what the dads go through. I went through that with my son playing basketball and whatever. So I always commend the dads because we get the kids up, we get them ready to practice, get them to games, get them to camps, and whatever else. Make sure they do their homework on time. So I always got to commend the dads for doing an outstanding job, and the wives as well. So I want to thank you, brother. I appreciate what you did with my man CD Lamb. Appreciate
it. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate it. I mean, yeah, speaking from dad to dad, it ain't easy. You got to keep it level.
It ain't easy. The traveling's not easy. The prep schools and just mentally, it's not easy. It's not easy, brother. But CD's doing this thing, man. Proud of the cat. He's on my wall of fame too.
Appreciate it.
So we got another question for you. Sorry there, Mr. Lamb. Go ahead and finish your
comment. Oh no, you good? Go ahead.
All right, so we got Kevin. Kevin says the CD prefers playing the slot on the outside. He's awesome either way.
CD don't care where you play, just get him the ball. That's all he wants is the ball. If you put him in the backfield, as long as he can get the ball, he good.
So he has that true 88 mentality then, huh?
Oh yeah, Oh yeah. Always. Been that way since a kid, man.
So how did you feel when you heard his name being called by the Dallas draft when he was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys?
You want the honest truth, or you want
no, hey, this show here.
Honest truth. We transparent on this show, brother. We ain't gonna let you off the hook.
Reality.
Hey, honestly, the whole family when he got drafted as Cowboys, we was like, damn, Dallas, we got to deal with Jerry. The reason why, because Jerry was like, nah, nobody want no little lamb or whatever. He was high on Jalen Hurts. But as night went on, it grew on us. What better place to be in Dallas? Hey, you went to college in Oklahoma. You went to high school in Houston. Hey, you're surrounded by your fan base. So what better place to be? You ain't got to worry about traveling out to New York, trying to get adjusted to the weather, any other city or whatever. You at home. So there was no better place to be.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question, Cliff. How does basically CD feel about the number 88 and wearing that jersey and continuing the legacy? How does he really feel about that?
Oh, he loved it. He loved it. He wanted the number 2, but as he talked to Michael, talked to Drew, and he was like, "Shit, why not? Why not me? You know, I can do that. I am that guy." So now he wear with pride.
So let's clear the rumor up on that was said about that at the time. Was it a force by Jerry for him to change his number to that, or was it something that he totally did and wanted to do?
No, it was something that he wanted to do. I mean, like I say, him and Mike sat down and had a talk. Him and Drew sit down and had a talk, and he was like, "What better guy to wear the number? Why not?" So it wasn't a forced thing.
So you know what my welcome to the NFL moment with CeeDee Lamb was? When he had that touchdown catch in New England, that overtime catch, he turned around and waved. That to me, I said, welcome to the NFL CeeDee Lamb. That was, I mean, I don't want to use the word awesome.
That shallow post was dope. Thing of beauty.
But the elation that us Cowboys fans had when he caught that touchdown pass was just, especially in New England. We hadn't beat New England and for him to make that touchdown catch, that touchdown pass, and do that wave. Oh yeah, he's had some, obviously some other awesome catches. Brian says that catch versus Minnesota.
Yeah, that catch Minnesota was sick.
Hey,
I got it on the wall.
Yeah, y'all hadn't. The best is yet to come. Y'all really hadn't even seen nothing yet.
And I got a question and a comment. So I'm gonna give him a comment out the way. Your son gonna get Kevin Joseph cooked because he cooking them in camp.
Iron sharpens iron.
No, we all think that. I just said it.
Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. Don't do that to my man, boss man. Don't do
that.
You're right.
Don't do
that. Iron sharpens iron.
Iron do sharpen iron. That iron doesn't get sharp.
But then on the flip side, he did not play bad in the game Saturday night. On the flip side, he didn't play bad Saturday night.
Listen, boss man has all the tools to be a all-star cornerback. He has to get out his own head. Mentally, probably he got to get it.
I got to get out his own head.
I like
that. We don't have time.
He has all the physical tools. I'm not arguing with you on that, but it's just. So I don't know what goes on to get on the field. It ain't there when he get on the field, but physically,
CeeDee does that to a lot of people. CeeDee will make you look bad. He has very quick feet, like a dancer.
You saw the one
like a dancer out there,
dude
bro.
Was like, oh my God! You saw when he ran Kevin Joseph in the hot dog stand.
Hey,
and his own by himself.
Also, you got to remember too, defense let him make plays, so it ain't all CeeDee. Okay. So
I got you.
Yeah, it ain't all that bad.
I got you. Okay, it looked bad on that film. I'm just gonna be honest.
But, his training, like in the off season, you can see where CeeDee works on his footwork a lot, and he's like a dancer, so he can win. Exactly. He can win any dance contest. I'm telling you, for celebrities, because he got quick feet. You can see it. So that's why Kevin Joseph can get used to going against somebody like CeeDee Lamb in practice. He gonna tear up Philadelphia and the 49er wide receivers. Let's call it what it is. I don't want all the smoke. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm a New York cat. I want all the smoke. I told everybody I want all the smoke with the Eagles and the 49ers. That's just me. Because they talk a lot to me as well. But I'm just saying that CeeDee Lamb, going against him in practice every day, that's iron sharpens iron. Kevin Joseph and all our cornerbacks are going to get better because they're going up against a wide receiver like CeeDee Lamb in practice.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Iron sharpens iron, brother.
I can't wait to see that defense.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
I just hope that. Wait, right, Cooley said, "What do Simi?"
Tell Cooley go to sleep. It's past bedtime in New York.
He said, "What do Simi work on?"
He can't.
Cooley gonna let you live that down.
I'm a Simi fan too. That's all right. Keep talking about Simi. Simi ain't dropped no passes on Saturday, bro.
Hey, Simi caught a couple smoke routes. You know what I'm saying?
He
I was
listen,
like,
man. Simi was 4 for 4, bro. Stop.
Yeah, he caught a
Simi
couple smoke
alone.
routes.
Leave Simi alone. We're not gonna get on Cooley today. We got a special guest right here. We're gonna leave Cooley in the corner somewhere, like Jack Horner somewhere in the corner. We're gonna leave Cooley in the corner right now.
Special guest gonna see how we do it on the Twitter version of ESPN.
Oh Lord, guys, Cooley always talking fat. I'm gonna ask him about Mr. Washington next week, but that's another show. Okay. Oh man.
All right, so this is my question. My question is, right, so what was that moment where you knew, hey, this kid can go pro?
At the
was it really?
At the womb.
So at the womb.
This kid, from the time he could walk, was doing things that was unbelievable.
I got you.
Yeah, he was doing things that was unbelievable. My brother was playing quarterback at Texas Southern, and we'll be at every practice or whatever. He'll scramble out, throw the ball away. He catching the ball on the sideline at the age of maybe 5, maybe younger than that. And my little brother agent was like, shit, I don't need to be talking to you. I need to be talking to him here. You know? So, yeah, out the wounds, he was just a special kid, man, from the word say go.
So how did he end up at Oklahoma?
Bob Stoop was the first coach to drop the helicopter at the schoolhouse to come pay him a visit. So he was sold on Oklahoma from there.
Is there any other school that you wanted him to go to, or you had a preference for him to go to?
Well, I wanted him to go back home, LSU, but he was like, no.
Yeah, that's a good choice, then.
Nah, roll tide, baby, roll tide. Come on, roll tide.
Hey, it's funny you say Alabama.
Whatever.
Him and Jalen Hurts, they played Little League football together. And Alabama called me for a month straight. See, they intentionally gave them the wrong number. And we was at the touchdown club, and the recruiting coach, he walked up to him. He was like, man, I've been calling you for money. You ain't been answering the phone. I'm like, man, you ain't called me. He said, yeah, I've been calling you for y'all to come take a visit, this, that, and the third. I said, man, I never received a phone call from you. And as he called down my phone number, I was like, nah, that's not my number. You got the wrong number. See, he was like that. I did it intentionally because I didn't want to go to Alabama and become a number in the system and wait till my sophomore or junior year to play ball. So that's why I did it.
Wow.
But the first day his senior year, he had 52 offers.
Wow.
CD been balling, man. Ever since he was a frat. Yo, CD, listen, CD is what you want out of a wide receiver. You know, his quickness off the line of scrimmage, his hips. When I see a wide receiver and a cornerback, I look at their feet and I look at their hips. Their hips is unbelievable because that's where basically you get that the wiggle from.
That's the position he's supposed to be playing, some cornerback. I groomed him to be a cornerback, and he got to high school and say, Daddy, you know what? I'm playing wide receiver. It hurt my heart.
So, hey, man, he can catch. Yeah, he can catch. And you know, if he ain't had no hands, he'd been playing corner.
Receivers who don't have hands generally become some of the best cornerbacks, except for Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah,
I think he got talked into moving over to corner, which is great for us.
Right.
Yeah. He had to. He was just a number at Alabama. Alabama had some great wide receivers then. He would have been like the 5th, 6th string. So it's like, now let me move over to cornerback. I'm glad he did.
Yep. So yeah, that's what I died for a DB. I had him working out with Santana Hall that played for the Texans. Every day they worked out. And when he switched over, I was sick as a dog, man. I wanted a cornerback.
So did you play ball, Mr. Lamb?
Yes, sir, I did.
And what position did you play?
I played running back and punt return, kickoff return.
That's interesting.
Okay. I did that until I kept taking those hits, and then I said I need to move over to DB over there to give hits. But,
I play a little DB too, but I love to run that ball, man.
Okay. So, what was your welcome to the NFL moment with CeeDee Lamb? When did you know that? We knew that you said from the womb that you knew he was going to be successful, but when did you know that he was going to be CeeDee Lamb in the NFL? What moment can you pick out?
What moment? I mean, like I say, y'all hadn't seen nothing yet. The best is yet to come. And what moment? I mean, what he doing now is he been doing. So it's not really nothing amazing to me. So I'm just going with the flow right now. When I see that spectacular, one-handed, unbelievable game catch, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, now we the number one receiver in the NFL. I believe he should be in the top 2, maybe the top 3. But like I say, once I see that spectacular catch that I know he known for, or when Dak just believe in him and get off the ball and give it to him and let him do his thing, then that's when I'll say, okay, yeah, we have arrived.
Okay. So speaking of Dak, and I know I'm asking a lot of questions here. So
no, you good. Go ahead, have fun.
What did you think about the situation? The misunderstanding. We know it was a misunderstanding, but the big deal of Trayvon and Dak's encounter at training camp.
That's kids having fun, man. Hey, you play ball. What's the first thing you're gonna do to your opponent if you getting the best stuff?
You're gonna talk stuff.
There you go. Hey, that's kids having fun. If I'm beating you at everything you do, I'm gonna talk noise to you. You gotta step your game up, brother. Oh yeah, that's just kids having fun.
All right, once again, for those who are just joining us, we have Cliff Lamb, the proud father of CeeDee Lamb, of the new number 88 for the club of the Dallas Cowboys. Put your questions in the chat, and I'll make sure that I put those up there for Mr. Lamb. No personal questions now. We don't want to show our true colors on here.
Right. Keep it football.
So Nikki, jump in. I done took up my time. I'm through being the host right now. So we are called, Cowboys Nikki in the
Oh Lord.
By the way.
No, so. I'm good. I'm letting y'all get out. Y'all have most of the questions. I think Jerome, didn't you have another question?
Yeah, wait. Yeah, kind of, sort of. So you were saying like you really hadn't seen anything spectacular. So you like that one-handed catch against the Giants when he told old boy he was too little. Like you didn't lose your man seeing that. I lost my man, and that ain't my sons. I can imagine if they were my son, I would have really lost.
Hey man, he been doing that since I known him playing football.
Wow. So okay, this is the question. So you seen way better than that, basically.
Yep.
Wow.
Like I say, if Dak and Mike McCarthy give him the ball early and often, that boy be the top receiver. Jonathan, what's his name? Justin Jefferson ain't got nothing on him.
He did look better than Jefferson in the combine, though.
Justin Jefferson at 1,800 yards, I guarantee you, CeeDee will break that hands down. And I put my bottom dollar on it. If that get him the ball.
So I got a question from John. It's a guy I used to play football with. He said, did your CeeDee play for Fort Bend Express?
Yes, he did. That's John Jackson.
John Adams.
Okay.
We played ball together in Indiana.
Okay, yeah. He played Fort Bend Express. Him and him and half of the kids that's in the NFL right now.
So do you NFL dads, do y'all get on the phone and talk?
Oh yeah,
back to each other.
Oh no, we don't talk smack. We talk though. We have a great little bond, hang out.
Okay. So he said, Jeep says, "No, John Jackson's like my big brother."
Oh, okay. Okay, so you know Mr. Jackson. Okay.
Well, once again, those who are just joining us, we have Cliff Lamb, the proud father of CD Lamb, on the show. Continue to share this.
Continue to ask questions too.
Yeah, I think Boogie trying to say something.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, you can't hear you, Boogie.
Can't hear you, Boogie.
So he said John went to
Purdue.
Yeah, went to Purdue.
Yeah, you're a Purdue guy.
Yes, that's my neck of the woods.
Okay.
I'm from Indianapolis, so Purdue is right up the road from us.
Okay.
So, did y'all expect CD to go higher in the draft than what he went?
Oh yeah.
I know we did. We expected him to be gone by the time it came to us. But when we seen him fall to where we could get him, I mean, for me it was no brainer. You gotta take him. And so
we thought we'd be in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought Vegas they took Ruggs, right?
But they took Ruggs.
Yeah, I knew Vegas was gonna take him.
How they paid off for him?
I was gonna say that, but then I, kind of reversed my thinking. I said, because that brother's going through he's going through a time right now.
Right.
Yeah,
And I hate that for him, because I think Ruggs is felt like he was a good player, he young. They get caught up into things and not thinking. So I hope that he comes through this whole situation just a better person once he's really once he comes home. Nobody wants to see their kid behind bars because he's still a kid. That's he's still a kid. He still have a whole life ahead of him. And we've all taken the chance of drinking and driving. We've all taken that chance, and we've all. No one is. You never expect that to happen. So I do continue to send prayers to him and his family because outside of that, he's a good kid.
Yep, all of them. And just so happened he was one of the ones that got caught up because they all do it.
Right.
They all do it.
It just happened. Well, this is a good question. She said you could nod yes or no. Does CD ever get frustrated with that?
All the time.
I mean, I would say yes. I mean, I would say of course. I'm sure he do.
All the time, yeah.
I mean,
what wide receiver?
I was just about to say that every good wide receiver is always open.
Yeah. Well, hey, you took the word. I'm open. Why you don't throw me the ball? He can have more people on top of him, but he open. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they all do.
So I'm gonna get personal, but not too personal. How did you keep CD grounded? With him being the star status that he was in Oklahoma, up until he got from high school through Oklahoma up until he got drafted.
CD always been one of those kids. I'm gonna work, do what I gotta do, come home, play video games, stay out there. He never was one of those kids to be I'm this guy, I'm gonna be out in the streets and enjoy the fame. He's not that kind of kid. He wanna be to himself, do his own thing, keep his circle small with close friends that he know. He's not that kid to be out there, hey, I'm just this guy, I'm gonna do this, do that. Never been. That's one thing I never had a problem with.
So you got to take credit for that, right?
No, I just kind of led him in the right direction. He took over from there.
So you don't have to be modest, sir. You don't have to be modest. You have to take credit for that. Because, like I said, we was talking about, you can see it all the time. All these young kids, getting in trouble in the NFL. They get, or before they get to the NFL. Let's even take it, back even further. And that's something that when I see, even, I referee high school football, I see some of the kids out there, and we had a scrimmage the other day, and I had to throw a kid out for just his mouth. He had a mouth the whole game, and it was a disrespectful mouth. There's a difference between just talking stuff, and being just totally disrespectful. But I see CD as a competitor. I see him as somebody that will talk a little stuff. I really want to say all the stuff I really want to say, but I can't.
Right.
Because we are on radio. But on the flip side, I haven't heard anything negative about this young man since he's been in the NFL. And that's to me, that's a tribute to his upbringing.
Because he was always taught, hey, you can say whatever you want to say, but the only good is your last play. So the trash talking and all that stuff don't mean nothing. You got to put it out on the field. Let that do the talking. Then everybody respect you after that.
Well, I go back to that New England game. That wave, that was to me the ultimate trash talk. I called the ball. We won the game. See you later.
Go home. Go home.
Even
I think that was my moment.
Yeah, Weston says that's a sign of who his parents are.
Yep.
All right, so from the outside looking in, CD seems like a real humble kid, right? So was that a challenge, or was that something that just came natural to him?
Came natural. All my kids that way.
Yeah.
I mean, why boast and brag? You are who you are. So you do what you have to do, and everything else will fall in place.
Gotcha.
So I'm gotta ask this question: what do you think of Cowboy fans? And
I love them.
We want. You can be honest. You can be honest. We all grown. We all adults. You can be honest.
Wow! Y'all want him to get some smoke?
No, he could be honest, because I wish I could trade. I wish I could trade half of their ass.
Honestly, I love him for the simple fact, even when he do good or when he do bad. Like I say, when you do good, they love you. When you have a bad day, they hate you. Mm-hmm. So now I know if I don't put my best foot forward, what I got to look forward to. And he tell me all the time, Daddy, these Cowboy fans are crazy.
Exactly.
He ain't lying.
Nah, yo, they're really crazy. Some of our fan base is off the chain.
Yeah, they be.
So we have to deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
Be off the hook.
We deal with them all the time. He ain't lying.
They be off the hook.
So, and my word to him is every time he said, Daddy, these Cowboy fans are crazy. What you put out there on the field? Did you feel you gave your best? I could have did this here, or I could have did that. Okay, then. So they ain't crazy. They just criticizing what you did. Like I tell you, what you do, the last thing you do, that's what they're gonna remember you by.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cause I'm gonna be 100% honest. Cause we try to do this on the show. One of Dak's interceptions last year when him and Schultz was in the same area. No, let me take that back. Not that play. The play where he should have cut under the safety because Dak threw it under there and he went over the safety.
You talking about Chicago game?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I was, and I'm not saying this because I played in the NFL. I just played football. That's one of the first things I said everybody blamed Dak on that, and I said no. CD read the
coverage wrong. Right.
He read the coverage wrong. So when you hear people that are very critical of Dak, as a father of an NFL player, what do you How would you respond to that? Respond to those people who are very critical of the quarterback who throws the ball to your son.
My brother played quarterback, so I know. We see one thing, they see something different. Everybody got their opinion, and everybody think they know football, but you got to be in that position at that moment, at that time, to be able to know what's going on, to see what that guy see or feel what that guy feel. So I tell anybody, if you can walk in his shoes just for one series, one play, what would your best play be?
Hell, I'd be bringing water out there to him. So.
What would your best play be? So, from being in that situation, it's always the quarterback fault. No matter if he make the right pass, no matter if he make the wrong pass, it's always the quarterback fault. So,
so you guys can hear me now? You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So one of the questions that I had, so does CD get up to play the Giants, the Eagles, or the Redskins? Which one does he get up for the most?
He get up to play everybody. When you passionate about something, it don't matter who you are. It can be your teammate at practice. He just get up to play. That's all he want to do is play ball.
Damn, I was hoping he'd say the Eagles.
He get up to play anybody, everybody.
So leading on that question, piggybacking off of that question, did CD have an opinion of Kellen Moore? Because I know we had an opinion of Kellen Moore.
Hey, you ain't got to incriminate yourself. You can plead the fifth if you need to.
When you get throwing that freaking wide receiver screen on both sides of the field 3 or 4 times in a game, we ain't fooling no damn body.
Man.
Has he expressed any concern about the play calling? Don't be telling me to stop, Sylvia.
All the time. All the time. So yeah, I mean, but you gotta do what your boss man say do. You gotta go with what he call.
Oh, here we go. Fly Eagles fly. So, let's get the smoke.
Yeah, we need some target practice in y'all. Yeah.
Where's Jeff? Because he was talking smack last week.
I think Jeff serving the country, right?
Yeah, Jeff serving the country. So we'll let him. We do have fans from other teams on here. We vowed to never have a 49ers fan back on here because they can take over the show. And I think I have one more question because I asked a lot of questions.
Go ahead, have fun. Let's go. Let's get with it.
How did he feel about the 2 playoff losses to the 49ers?
He hated. He ain't losing, period.
Yes, what's up?
Because I think that both of those games we had a chance to win and we should have won.
Yep.
Well, I mean, when you hold a team down to 9 points at the half and you can't put up 8 touchdowns, that speaks volume on your play call and your quarterback. You come out of halftime, drop a 50-yard bomb and a pass interference, and you don't put no points on the board, go backwards. Something ain't right about that picture.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right. We should at least got
speaking of playmakers, right? So the addition of Brandon Cooks is going to open up a lot for CeeDee Lamb. So do you see CeeDee Lamb catching, let's say, 100-plus balls and 1,800 yards, catching with like 15 touchdowns this year?
It's going to be beautiful. That's all I can say. It's going to be beautiful. They're going to have to pick their poison.
Yeah, like for real.
Yeah, because last year I think we basically, when Amari left, when Wilson left, CD was only the best bona fide wide receiver that we had. So they were doubling him. Like during the Tampa Bay game, they played bracket coverage against them. And we were like, yo, this is not right. Why are they doing this to CD like that?
They've been bragging him since he got into the league, man. So, like I say, this year gonna be beautiful. You got a healthy Gallup. You got a Speedster and Cook. So which one will you cover?
Jake, don't forget about Jake from State Farm over the middle.
Well, yeah. So which one will you cover?
Wait a minute. Deuce out the backfield. Maybe on second, third.
Either
down.
one.
What you
Deuce or
gonna
Pollard
do?
out the backfield.
Deuce or Pollard.
Yeah, Deuce or Pollard. So which one will you cover?
Pick your poison.
So I don't know what you.
He goes to hell out. Yo.
Hey, Cooley want all the smoke with Simmons.
Yeah, because his boy Washington.
Cooley want all the smoke with
Washington
Simmons.
got smoked.
We gonna talk about Simmons tonight.
It's all good.
Baby, they've been arguing about Simmons ever since James Washington
Got
and
cut.
James
I
been
told y'all
gone.
he was gonna get cut.
Oh,
Man, did y'all see James Washington got cut already?
Yeah, he got cut.
Like, he just got there.
One
Where he
game.
was at?
That was it.
Yeah, he just got there.
One
I'm
game.
like, wow.
That's why Cooley always talking about Simi, because I'm a Simi fan. I think Simi can turn into Miles Austin with basically some more repetition on offense. But hey, listen, Miles Austin wasn't Miles Austin either.
How long we gotta wait? Cause
it took Miles Austin 4 years, right?
Like,
But it took
we
Miles
ain't got
Austin
that
about
much
4
time.
years, though.
We ain't got that much time.
Listen,
That's why Cowboy
you can't
fans
rush
mad.
fine wine. You can't rush fine wine all the time.
Speaking of, did y'all see Dennis Houston? Did y'all see Dennis Houston in the game?
Yeah, we saw him.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw Tolbert get down too, and Simi was getting.
Well,
down.
that's always Dennis Houston has always been a favorite of that.
But I forgot about Dennis Houston though. Yeah, Simi might be in trouble. Book, I hate to say it to you, man. Well,
listen, he caught all his balls and didn't drop anything. Yo, he's 6'3". He run the 44-7. That's perfect. Put Lamb on one side, bring Simi for some packages.
Man, Simi is not going to even hit the field.
Just listen. They used to have packages for Miles Austin at one time. Just have packages for him to run the 9 route. Y'all remember that? And when he came in, he opened up the game a little bit. So just give me a little couple plays for my man Simi.
However many reps Simi get in these next 2 preseason games, they're putting him on display for hopefully another team would say, let's give him a try. I don't see him on this Cowboys roster. When cuts
Man,
happen.
I'm gonna screenshot this right now, and
please
I'm
don't.
gonna
You ain't got to screenshot it. All you gotta do is run the tape. Come back and run the tape.
Yeah.
Come back and run the tape. That's all.
The thing with Simi is basically he couldn't stay healthy because he had hamstring problems. I have just like Miles Austin. I'm just telling you. I think he could be a better version of Miles Austin. That's just me.
Okay.
Kevin said turn Simi into Captain Hamstrings.
Here we go. See, leave my man Simi alone. We're gonna see. Listen, he has 2 more games to prove himself. 2 more games.
Yeah.
2 more games. He didn't drop any passes.
I understand that, Boogie. I understand that, Boogie, and I appreciate your passion. But my thing is,
who's going
to take place from?
I appreciate your passion.
I'm trying to be the Molly of the show right now.
Yeah, but who he gonna take the job from?
It's not about taking the job. He was already in the team. We might keep 6 wide receivers. We might keep 6 wide receivers. If we keep 6 wide receivers, he should make the team.
Who he gonna play in front of? Okay, so let me rephrase it. Who he gonna play in front of?
He can play special. Nobody. He's gonna be the number 6 wide receiver, and then he can progress from there. I have faith in Simi.
Progress.
I have. Why do y'all want to throw the baby out with the bathwater already? You can't just throw the baby out with the bathwater all the time. Just like with Boss Man. Boss Man has great potential, though. You can't rush fine wine before
Mr. Lamb, what is your perspective on Simi?
I mean, he got room to grow. He got room to grow. I mean, it's just all about if they willing to give him that time to grow. That's it. He got 3 of the best receivers in there to teach him. It's just a matter of time. on how his timeline gonna react on growing.
Mm-hmm.
If
Y'all
he
heard
gonna
that
be,
right?
if he gonna
Timeline.
become a man overnight,
We're
or he gonna become a man in months to come. This is timeline.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
I think Simi can
Timeline.
play in this league, but I'm not sure it's gonna be here though. You know what I'm saying?
So
'Cause,
who's
like,
better than you? You think Houston actually has more basically potential than Simi?
potential, but but producing right now, Dennis Houston look better.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, Dennis
I don't
Houston
think
look
so.
better.
I don't think so. Look better when?
Simi.
Where?
In this last
Man.
game, Simi, what you say he went
Listen.
4 for 3 of them with smoke routes, like 2 yards.
Listen, that's not his fault that the cornerback plays
He
7
should
yards
catch
off
those.
the line of scrimmage. The
He should
cornerback
have.
is 5 to 7
He
yards
should have
off
caught
the line
him.
of scrimmage. Of course you're gonna do that. You get if the defense is giving you that, you gotta take it. You gotta
gotta
take
take
it.
I agree.
You gotta
And
take
I
it.
agree.
Gotta take it.
I agree. I agree.
Don't hate the
I agree.
Don't hate the
But
man, hate the
let's-
player. Don't hate the
Look,
man, hate the player.
let's not act like Simi was running post routes, breaking angles, and that was
Listen,
smoke
he
routes.
can
He
do it,
running
though.
two.
He
He
can
running
do
2
it. I
yards
have
and turning like.
I have faith in you, Simi. You win number 81 for a reason, brother. I have faith in you. You got 81 for a
Child,
reason, brother.
can we move on from Simi? Because Simi can we move
Look.
on from Simi? Because
Leave my man, leave Simi alone. Leave Simi alone. Let's go, Simi. Got the keys to my beamer. Let's go, Simi. Let's go. All right, go ahead.
Anyway,
So what y'all think about Martin, man? What was the first impressions on Martin Smith first round pick? What y'all think? Yeah.
He did his thing.
He's going to require a double team, which is going to be better for the edge rushers.
Exactly.
Yep.
He's going to
He got
require a
triple
double
on
team
one
for the
play.
edge rushers. They're going to eat.
Yes, sir.
Everybody going to eat.
Yeah. So them linebackers gonna be some wild dogs, Jack. Because if you got the double and triple him, you can't get to the second level. Overshown, did y'all see Overshown?
yeah.
That's what I think about Overshown.
Damone Clark,
Yeah. Damone Clark as well. Damone Clark as well.
Speed was on display, and I love speed. I love that. So hey, I can't wait for them to play the Giants in the first game of the season.
That's one thing I
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
super
did
ugly.
see. We have a lot of speed. We have a lot of speed on that defense.
We got a lot of speed.
We got a lot of speed.
I know Daniel gonna be good for about 2 or 3 of them things. He gonna give us about 2 or 3 of them. Be a fumble or interception.
What do you?
Danny turnover.
I know that you have a
turnover.
Mr. Lamb. What is your honest opinion of the Cowboys defense?
Oh, defense on 100. Defense is on 100. I don't see no other better defense than the Cowboys right now. That big monster, he was the answer.
Mm-hmm.
We needed somebody in the middle.
Yep. Michael Parsons and D-Law, they gonna have a field day. I feel sorry for whoever quarterback lined up in front of them.
Because you can't block all them dudes, man. You can't.
Hey, don't forget about Sam I Am. Sam I Am gonna have a big
you
year
got
too.
Sam,
Sam I Am.
Fowler, Dawns Armstrong.
Yeah, D-Law.
Yeah.
So you can't block all them dudes.
Yeah.
Defense gonna be nice.
That's funny y'all say D-Law. I remember when that kid was a little runt, man. Him and CD played little league football together. At the age of about 9-10 years old, man.
Was he talking a lot of trash back then?
Always. He always talked trash. Always.
Part of the game. You gotta talk a little trash here and there. You gotta talk a little trash.
He be talking crazy.
Byron have a question.
All right, let me get to our semi-commercial break right now. Okay.
We don't have to take a commercial break.
I'm sorry, we didn't got big time then. My bad.
He said no break.
All right, so let's get Byron.
Refill your blue cups.
Here's a question for Lamb's father: would you be content with the NFC Championship berth, or is it time for a Lombardi?
It's time for a Lombardi. My baby say he hungry. He done danced long enough.
Well, I think we all are, and I think that's where a lot of the frustration comes from with our fan base is the time that it has been for us. hosting the Lombardi. So I get it, and I know extremely for the players, it has to be rough on them, because they out there putting their bodies and everything on the line to entertain us. So that's the reason why I kind of get upset sometimes when they, say some of the things they say about some of these players, because regardless of what, they still human, and they still have to do all the things they do just to get out there and entertain us as fans, So I get it. But as fans, yeah, we spend our money, we spend our time, we do all this cheering. So yeah, we want the big prize. We are deserving of that from them. So hopefully we can see it. But I don't think it's all the players' fault too. I still blame Jerry for some of the things that had happened with the team and over the years. Um, Coach, I mean, a lot of times they be like, well, I always say, coaches coach, players play.
That's it.
But coaches, you have to coach your team, and you have to put your team in the right position to win as well by coaching. And coaching right. Play calling plays a big role in a lot of things. So that's always my take on it.
And
You know,
another thing,
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead,
and
son.
another thing is now or never, because we
Yeah.
can't go get another quarterback and just say, "Hey, we finna take
Thank
this
you.
to the Super Bowl."
Thank you.
Thank
Because
you.
Thank you.
this year is on Mike McCarthy and Dak.
Back. Yep.
So whatever they do this year,
Yep.
and they don't meet the standards, I think it's gonna be a shake
It's
up in
gonna
the
be a
system.
shakeup.
And Michael Parsons, CD, Diggs, all these guys are young. And by the time you get your new quarterback, learn the system and all that, it'll be too late. They'll be the old men's on the team. So it's not never.
Mhm.
You can find a new coach though. You can't really find a top 10 quarterback because they don't grow on trees. So I think Mike McCarthy probably under the most pressure than anybody. Not just that. That is basically, hey, is he a top 10 quarterback? Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's Mike McCarthy, Mr. Analytics. He's gonna be on the one that's on the hot seat
Yeah,
because
it could.
listen, situational play calling has to be better. We know that. And if Mike McCarthy can call the right plays at the right times, we should be winning some of these playoff games against the 49ers. But if
Right.
he cannot, he's gone.
Oh
If
yeah.
we don't get to at least the NFC Championship game, I think Mike is gone.
Well, the head coach is on the other side of the ball.
Of course.
Quinn.
Of course.
Took the words right out of my mouth. His
Yeah,
replacement
coach,
sitting
no,
up in the
that's-
booth.
We've been saying
Sitting
that
up
for
in the
2
booth
years
calling the
now.
defense. Yeah. So I totally agree.
So we had an interesting point from Kevin here. The O-line has always been my concern. Dak needs time to allow CeeDee Lamb and crew to get separation. Hope they hold up. So when Zach Martin did his holdout, what was your thoughts on that, Mr. Lamb?
Honestly, when any kid asks for some money, I'm for it. Because this is a brutal game, man, and all this money that they say these kids make is not true. If they don't get it up front, there's a whole bunch of peanut butter and jelly in between, man. So when they want their money, I'm for it. Even the ones on the practice squad, if they say, "Hey, Jerry, I don't want to do it until I get another $1,000," I'm for it, because, like I said, there's a whole bunch of peanut butter and jelly in between. So he did the right thing, and he showed Jerry how important he is to that offensive line.
Yep.
Because that offensive line did not look
They didn't look good at all.
They didn't look good
playing
at
against
all.
the Jaguars.
They didn't look good at all.
They looked horrible. Yeah, they didn't look good at all.
Can
They
I
were getting bullied.
Can I get my
Yeah, for
Can I
real.
get my one cuss word to show out, Nikki?
We're gonna beep you.
Can I get my one cuss word out? They play like shit.
They did.
They did. They did.
You know, and you know, Martin is a beast. He's been a beast since he came in the league.
It's top five.
And yes, and I was for, if one player deserved to say, "I want my money,"
It was him.
It was Martin.
Yeah, it was him.
But in the end, I like how they ended up coming into the terms of the agreement, because when you look at the money that he did get and how he got it and how they did it, it doesn't affect Parsons and Lamb getting their money. You see,
Cool. We
what I'm
good.
saying?
Well,
It won't.
Yeah, we
It
good
doesn't
then.
so much affect them of getting
Mhm.
theirs, because that's one of the things that Jerry said. I have two players coming up that I gotta pay,
right.
and that's letting you know that he is invested into Lamb. He's invested into Parsons, and for your two main stars of your team, you want to know that the owner, the GM, however, is invested in those players. You know, so I like I said, I seen both sides of it with Martin and his money in the beginning, and Jerry mine was Martin already he got paid. I paid him up front. He was the highest paid player at his position at that time. I can't keep
Mhm.
making you the highest. I can't keep making a player the highest paid player of their position every 2 years. So I get that. I understood that. But on the flip side, I was like, okay, but Jerry, Martin is the soul of this line. You know,
But
if he ain't on this line, we in trouble. You know,
Big
so
time.
I figured they would work something out. I didn't know how fast, I didn't know how soon, but I know Martin fees was adding up. They had them reached $1 million, so I figured somebody was gonna say, "Hey, okay, now I'm at $1 million. We got to get something done." You know, $1 million is a lot to us. Might not be a lot to them, but shit, $1 million is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money
You know
right
what I'm
there.
saying? It's a lot of money.
it's a
You
lot
know?
to them. But at the end of the day, with them being the highest paid, it's just numbers.
Right.
It's just numbers. It's all about what you can get guaranteed.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
Gotcha.
have
Okay.
$100 million contract.
But if it ain't
How much of that
guaranteed,
is guaranteed?
hmm
Gotcha.
If 50 million of it guaranteed, then that's all you getting is that 50 million. The other one you got to tap dance and do jelly rolls and somersault for the rest of it. So that's why you
Yeah.
see these kids looking for this guaranteed money.
right.
Gotcha.
So they gotta for that other 50 million. Hell, they might you got to make the Pro Bowl or you got to make the
The incentives.
AFC Championship just to get a couple of other millions to go to that.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
all that money
Gotcha.
don't
Okay.
mean nothing unless you got it guaranteed in your bank account.
Hmm.
That's what's up.
So
Hey, let me ask y'all this. So, do y'all think the Zach Martin deal cost us a power back?
nope,
You don't think it did?
nope,
Hmm.
nope. Because Jerry ain't looking for no running back.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, how would you let Zeke slip out your hands?
Yeah.
Even though he didn't help his cause by playing hurt at the end of the season 2 years in a row. But how do you let him slip out your hands?
For
That's
six
a good
He
call
million.
was
out.
there. He was there for a
That's a
minute.
good call out.
For 6 million.
Hell, it
Yeah,
really
6
wasn't
million.
6 million. It's 3 million with incentives, and I think a lot of those incentives is only if he's going to be splitting carries with
Right.
in New England. So
Hmm.
He's
he's
definitely
going to get
splitting carries with
he's
Montre.
going to get that 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He's
So
gonna
do
be a
you
power
think?
back too.
So do y'all think after these last two preseason games, and we look at how the running backs do with these last two preseason games, would that have any bearings on possibly still reaching out there to a running back that's still on the market? Like Kareem Hunt is still out there. He didn't sign with the
That's
Saints, and
why.
he didn't sign
Yeah.
with who else he went visit Raiders, I
Was it
think.
the Vikings?
The
The
Vikings.
It was
Raiders
the
or the Vikings?
Vikings.
Yeah.
Whoever else he
Yeah.
went visit, but he didn't sign with either one. So do is this a wait and see game for after these two preseason games to
I,
see what happens?
I say you won't find out if Jerry's going to try to find another back until Jones come back after the 2-game suspension.
Wow.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Because he's hurt too.
Yeah, he got something
he
with
got
his
a
groin.
groin. Yeah, he got a groin.
So you won't find out until he come back.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because I was beating the table for Malik Davis, man, but he kind of concerned me.
Yeah, he
he concerned me in the game. It's like he missed a blitz pickup.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, that was very, very, very concerning. That was very concerning, and that's where you're gonna miss Zeke at, because Zeke
exactly
could pick up the blitz and Zeke can block. So that's definitely where we're gonna definitely miss Zeke at, and we're also gonna miss Zeke on those short yards. The short yardage things. But I seeing what I seen from Deuce. I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
We
Because I
just don't know.
mean, because you man on that touchdown, you really couldn't see him till he was at the goal
So he
line.
was at the
Like
goal
he
line.
behind the big goal line. Yeah, you couldn't find him.
Sproles
By the
number
time you
two.
found him, it was too late.
Sproles, yeah, Sproles
That's
number
Sproles
two.
number 2. Sproles is just
So
bigger in the
is.
legs than he is, but that's Sproles number 2.
Yeah.
So
We can't hear you.
You gotta look at it. Can he take that pounding?
Yeah.
Right.
Now that's the question I got right there. Can he take that pound?
Can he take the pounding? Hey, it's good when you can't see him, but when they do get that good lick on him,
you get that kill shot. Ooh.
Can he take it?
That was me when I played ball. You couldn't see me, but can you take the pounding? It's different when you can take the pounding. That's what 17, 18 games they playing. Not counting
17
playoffs.
Not counting playoffs.
So can you take that much pounding?
Shit, I remember I had to bring up war stories, but I remember there was a guy I played behind. His name was Paul Carter. He rushed for 1,800 yards in like 13 games. So he had a game where he got hurt, and I was so ready. Okay, my turn now. I was usually getting 3 or 4 carries a game, and then I would, get third down passes. Shit, I got the ball 25 times that game. I moved the defense after that.
Hey, it's different being in the backfield and you got the bullseye on your back.
Yeah.
Some big boys coming at you too, and they coming fast, and they coming mean and mad.
I'm telling you, man, these D linemen's running 4 threes now, buddy. That's a car hitting you, man.
Imagine Mozzie and Jalen Carter hitting you, boy.
Yeah,
come on, it is what it is. We're gonna see, man. I was hoping for Kareem Hunt. Even right after they cut Zeke, I said they need another back. I said Kareem Hunt would be the perfect back. But then, the Cleveland Browns put out all this negative press about him. So I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go with the slam attack. So I think Kareem Hunt would be the perfect, actually, complement to Pollard. And then you bring in actually Deuce for some specialty plays and whatever. That would be a good backfield. But I don't know. It's up to Jerry at the end of the day. Everything's up to Jerry at the end of the day. Everything.
Well, we got a fullback too, so I don't know. I think I want to see what they can do with the fullback. Yeah.
Maybe even put a tight end back there. Who knows? We don't know at this particular point. I don't know what Mike McCarthy has up his sleeve. Well, because you're not going to show your hand in preseason anyway. Everything's vanilla.
Well, let me ask y'all this. So, what do y'all think about the offense? Like once Jacksonville got their starters off and it was bag ups against bag ups. Okay, heck don't start. This ain't what you want.
Oh, wow, he call you
This ain't what you want, Hector. You gonna get me put out the radio.
Oh my God.
but you also gotta remember too. Go back to when Mike McCarthy was at Green Bay, the year they won the Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy was more of a screen guy.
Yeah.
Things that you seen your boy send me catch passes on it. The cornerbacks is off. I'm gonna dump the little quick pass. So that comes into play too.
Yeah, West Coast offense is gonna be like quick passes. West Coast, baby.
So that goes back to Kevin comment about the O-line. So I think you hear a lot of people say that the biggest difference is the protection. So I think you're going to see a lot of quick passes. That's going to help Dak out. That's going to help the O-line out as well.
Yep.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
We need to run the clock in certain situations to keep our defense fresh, so they can unleash hell in the fourth quarter. That's what I want to see, especially when we play against really top 10 teams, top 5 teams. When playing in the fourth quarter, rest the defense so they can actually be fresh in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm looking forward to. Situational play calling. Because no disrespect, I like Kellen Moore, but sometimes he will call too many pass plays and not let the defense rest.
He too cute, man. He was getting too cute on offense.
Yep. You calling pass plays when you don't need it. You up 10 points and you want to go 3 and out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I know we mentioned Kellen Moore, earlier in the year. We asked, what your, how you felt your son thought about it. What did you feel? How did you feel about the whole
Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore, yeah. And like I said, this is a safe space.
You're going to get that man in trouble.
This is a safe space. He's not a Cowboy anymore, so.
Trust me, I couldn't stand this play calling. I'm with you guys. I mean, he was just vanilla. Why would you go out, like I just said, 10 points up and you want to go throw 3 passes, go 3 and out? Pound, then throw the ball. I'm a running guy, so, hey, I want to see the ball on the ground. Let me see you run that ball. That's what you pay the running backs the top bucks for.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So what do you think about that 2nd and 2 on the 49, what was it, 17-yard line with like 50 seconds left? They're going to have. What do you think about that play call?
I'm trying to remember it.
In the playoff game that we lost against the 49ers, we was getting ready to score, and it was 2nd and 2.
The first loss.
Yeah. That when he threw that interception in bracket coverage.
That was the dumbest play call ever. You had 3 of the best wide receivers then. You had Cooper. Amari Cooper, CD, and Michael Gallup. And Gallup was a healthy receiver. And you bonehead plays like that. Come on, man. Cooper is one of the best sideline catchers there is in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Gallup was one of the best sideline catchers you have in the NFL. And you want to run streaks down the field? Just dumb play calling kills me. You ain't got to get it out. You ain't got to get undressed the first night you meet her. It takes it in time. it takes it in time.
Yeah. All right. All the clothes are off now.
So she and that was he was. I want it all or nothing. If I can't get it all, I don't want nothing. Yeah. So that was just the dumbest play calling I ever seen, man.
So have you ever sat in the stands or watched TV and said, "Damn, we about to run this play again," or "Damn, we about to do this again"?
Hey, that was every week.
Every week.
That was every week. Oh my God.
Every week.
This was my thing. So we heard all these stories about how Kellen Moore walked around with this big old thick playbook with all these plays, right? Like when he was in college, he had this big old. So we was expecting fireworks, right? He gonna mix it up. We gonna see something, and it wasn't none of that. It was like it was the same stuff, a lot of same stuff. Yeah,
over and over.
Same stuff, over and over.
And I'm gonna let you into a little secret. My son would always tell me, "Daddy, every other receiver got a choice route.
Option.
Every other team have choice routes. That's why you see Cooper Kupp do what he do. Yeah. That's why you see Adams do what he do. Mm-hmm. He want us, and he'll tell me, "Daddy, like, damn, you ain't got an option route or nothing." Nah, he wants us to run this 20-yard route and safeties and DBs off us 10 yards. And then whether we hook in front or hook behind, that's what he wants. When I could have an option route and we beating the defense or the secondary or the quick screen would kill him. But he wanted what he wanted because he thought he was just the offensive guru.
I mean, and that was Jerry fault saying he was our version of Sean McVay, which was so far from the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you played some defense. When you saw San Francisco's alignment against us, especially in this last playoff game, what were your thoughts when you saw how they were playing us and how we couldn't get anything against them in that 7 to 11 yard range?
Man, I didn't like I said, I didn't understand what Kellen Moore was seeing. I mean, with that being said, I would have pounded him, made him come out of that, or hit him with the quick screen or the motion. Every time you see City go in motion, what that defense do?
They roll with it. Yeah, they roll with it.
And everybody else is wide open. Either if you got something underneath or whatever. That motion tells everything.
Yeah, so it tells them man or zone.
Yep, and I don't know what Kellen Moore what he was seeing when he was there. And me personally, and me personally, yeah, he looked good at slot. I don't see now DB in the NFL holding a 1-on-1 on the outside at receiver.
Yeah. I don't either.
Slade was supposed to be the man. He ate him up in Philly.
He did.
He ate him up.
Pass interference in the back of the end zone.
Poe Bradbury. Oh my God,
Bradbury was in a blender. He was in a blender. He was in a blender.
He was abusing Bradbury in New York. He abused him in Philly.
And I'm not just saying this because he's my son, but at the end of the day, I don't see now DB holding a 1-on-1. Even if they do bracket him, I don't see it. But you put him in the slot and you taking away a good receiver, even though he do make big plays, but put him out there on the island 1-on-1, and I guarantee he'll beat anybody out there.
Yeah, but I think we kind of had to do that motion last year to kind of keep the defense from keying in on him, because he was really like
he was the
only thing we really had.
Only thing we had.
So I think they kind of had to do that.
Yeah,
but that won't be the case this year though.
Not at all. I want to see CD run some more 9 routes though. He has some speed that I don't think we actually tapping into yet. I want to see him on more 9 routes, to be honest with you. I think he's acrobatic enough to go up and catch the rock and come down with it. I want to see some more 9 routes. So you could tell him, K Boogie said, hopefully we can see you on some more 9 routes.
So you think he got some dead? You think he got some deads in him, K Boogie?
Man, at Oklahoma he was doing it.
Yeah.
You heard what he said in camp at the interview, huh? Y'all can play up on us if you want to.
His feet and hips. Quick, I'm telling you, if you try to bump him and you miss, what happened to Bradbury is going to happen over and over again.
You missed that jam, you count the Christmas, it's over.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. I'm excited about the season myself. I'm really excited about the possibilities. I just want the 49ers in the playoffs. I want to take care of them, and I want to take care of Philly. You don't understand how much I go through with these Philly fans here in Jersey and New York, and these 49er fans here in New York and Jersey. Oh, my God. It's crazy here. Y'all don't understand. It's crazy here.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what's that, the 5th game of the season?
Yeah.
So we will see.
Yep.
So I'm about to make one of our fans really happy, Miss Collins here. The Cowboys come to Atlanta next year. So, Mr. Loud, you need to come to Dallas so we can all go to Magic City and eat some lemon pepper wings. So we can eat some lemon pepper wings. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to eat some lemon pepper wings.
I
love them lemon pepper wings.
Wait. I think we're going to have a separate section then because, I love Magic City, but that's another conversation for another day. But I'm just saying.
Hold on, listen. You got to hear what I'm saying. We're only going to eat lemon pepper wings and drink shots. And I don't eat lemon pepper wings, by the way. So
They lemon pepper wings is the bomb.
We just going to eat wings on what we going in the afternoon?
In the afternoon. Baby, we ain't gonna be on old man. We ain't gonna be on old man time. We ain't gonna be on old man time then, baby.
We so I figure we going for the brunch specials or something. What are we doing here?
Well, we ain't gonna be on old man time.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
I will be there.
Bam say you're doing the day shift.
I didn't say what time we was gonna be there.
Yeah,
I just had to make sure that we get, cause we gonna get Magic City to sponsor us one show, cause we mention them every week. So
every week, I gotta go get me a T-shirt. So I gotta get me a T-shirt. Tell my boys to send me a T-shirt. I'm gonna ask my cousin to go buy a T-shirt, send it to me. I'm gonna wear it on the show. That's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully his wife won't kick him out the house, but I'm gonna ask him.
So Brian says, hopefully that can be accurate and be able to get his receivers the ball in a timely manner.
Here we go. You need time to be accurate. You need some time.
They go kill it.
Kelly said, "Look, boy, no hands." Kelly said, "I'm going for lemon pepper wings and let me take."
See that? Take that comment down. Wait a minute now.
Let's see here. Bam said, "Tell me tonight we got him when he come down here today."
Man, you know what? That sounds like a good idea for a show. It really does.
Hey,
it really does. That sounds like a great time that needs to be filmed.
My mouth is watering right now just thinking about it.
Back to football now.
Yeah, like football.
Okay.
Oh my God.
No, I'm pretty sure we get some football in there somewhere.
Oh, it's hard being on the woman.
They got Magic Mondays. How about Magic Mondays?
We is not looking not on the damn Magic City.
No, did you see his eyes light up though? Did you see the excitement on his face?
Not on the Magic City website. Anyway.
Oh Lord!
Wow.
Oh man, y'all got.
That's how we get down, man. That's how we get down. It's all good.
Y'all really showing out in front of the company, huh?
Hey, I ain't company. I'm family now.
Oh, he's family now.
I'm family.
He ain't coming no more. Hey, he ain't coming no more. He gonna fix his own plate.
From now on, he gonna tell me I'm busy.
He's family now.
Yeah, he can fix his own plate now.
Look what he got on his shirt.
And exactly, I was gonna say that too. Look at this.
Oh, y'all
shirt,
wasn't
but I
supposed to
ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. He family for sure wearing that shirt on here. He's family for sure. He my third cousin on my mama's side. That's what it is.
Oh my God.
Uncle Ray down the line, man. I'm Uncle Ray down the line.
That's right. That's right. That's how
Let me get my Molly moment and let's reel us back into some football here.
All right,
back in.
Reel us back in, bro. Reel us back in.
Yeah.
Reel us back in, bro.
He let it go way too far.
I did. I really did. Because I was having a moment for a second. I almost had to take my hat off and fan myself. So.
Hey, it's good. It's good relaxation. Woosah. Okay.
I'm gonna bring my folding chair for y'all the next time.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
We
goodness.
back to football. Oh man.
So is there a particular team that you love to see the Cowboys play, Mr. Lamb?
Nah, I ain't gonna say a particular team. I just love football, man. Just love football.
So before the Cowboys, who was your favorite team?
I was an Oilers fan, man.
Okay.
I was an Oilers fan.
Okay.
So
That's what's up.
until when they took the Oilers away, I knew a lot of kids because, like I say, my brother played ball.
The cool period.
And he was supposed to have been the number one draft pick, him and one of his buddies to the Texans. And they passed on him and took that Cowboy. And I couldn't stand the Texans ever since, man. So, yeah.
So
Okay.
here's one of our most respectful Cowboy haters, Jeff. He used to
Eagles
host,
fly.
he's an Eagles fan, but he used to host with Nikki and I. Probably one of the most sensible
Eagles fan you
Eagles
can
fans
find.
you ever meet.
Ah,
But he can't stand
I gotta give him a pass. Then I sure about to go in on him. You talking all good?
Jeff
about
know
it.
I
gotta
want
give him
all
a
the
pass.
smoke all the time. He know.
Yeah.
He know I want all the smoke all the time with the Eagles.
So I
Although he disappeared on us when they lost that Super Bowl.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, Cliff, I got
But
a question. So, is there a fan base that you hate? Like for me, it's Philly and Pittsburgh. I think Philly is kind of at the top of the list, but is it a certain fan base that you just like? I can't stand them.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that because my son, when daddy don't go to Philly, I don't want you down there. They crazy. Da-da-da-da-da. So he was like, Dad, I'm gonna put you up in the press box. I'm like, no, hell no, don't put me in the excuse me. Don't put me in the press box. I want to sit down in the thick of things.
Right, and hear
Yeah.
hear the comments or
Yeah, so,
everything.
so
Hear,
I
Yeah.
said
hear
it.
everything.
I sat in the back of the end zone with Cooper Rush, and hey, they talked noise when we was losing, and when we got back on their tail, they got quiet as a church mouse in there, boy. And I was in
Yeah.
there talking my noise, but I had fun with them. They wasn't rude to me. And like I say, I was around all of them, so I talk noise like I'm playing ball.
Mm.
So my skin is thick, so ain't nothing you can say to hurt my feelings or make me come out of character or whatever the situation may be. So I'm competitive just like they is, so it don't bother me not one bit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Little smoke ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Right.
Ain't gonna hurt
Ain't gonna
nobody.
You know, a little smoke ain't gonna hurt. Talk your talk. Talk your talk.
That's it. And
What I
That's it.
what I
Damn, so he
found with
hate
a
the
lot
Falcons too.
of yeah, what I found with a lot of Philly fans though, you have if you stand up to them and let them know you ain't the one to be played with, they cool. They gonna chill out, But if they can put your back against the wall and you show them that you timid or whatever, then that's when they're gonna try to come for you. Because I know the time that we went down and we went to the game, they tried it, but I was like, child, y'all got a jail here for a reason.
Well, I mean, they didn't come out. Honestly, they didn't come out to me like that. I wore my CD Lamb sweatshirt, and I'm cowboy down either with CD, Michael Parsons, or the guys on my sweatshirts or whatever I'm wearing. And like I say, they said what they said, but they said it to my back.
Mm.
I never ran across a fan to say it to my face. Even when we was eating in the city, they never said it to my face. They would always say they lit comments, but it was always to my back.
Right.
So, I mean, if you're not man enough to look me in the eye and say what you got to say, I don't have a problem with you.
That's it.
Giant fans are bad too, though. Eagles and Giant fans, boy. Woo-wee.
Redskin fans too.
They only what you allow them to be to you.
Maybe something else, boy. It's like you gotta have a squad sometimes dealing with some of these fan bases. And that's not good for anybody.
Yeah, they be when they come to Dallas, they really be off the chain when they come to Dallas. But that last game we played when we played them here and won, you could buy them for a penny walking out the stadium.
Yeah, that's any way you go with anybody. When you put a good spanking on them,
You can buy them for a penny walking out the stadium.
when you put a good spanking on them, that's anybody.
Yeah.
But for me, I was the Eagles, Giants, and I can't stand the Saints. I cannot stand them. I can't stand them, and that's my hometown.
I'm gonna say, nigga, you can't be talking about my cousins now, nigga. They're my cousins over there.
They my aunties and my uncles.
Yeah, mine too.
I can't stand them. They already know football season coming around. They all going block. Like I ain't even finna play with y'all like that. Like we not even finna play. So don't even do it. So I remember the last time they came was for when we played Seattle, and they all came down for Thanksgiving. and we lost the game against Seattle. My cousin and they was at the house. They were already in the playoffs. We lost that game, so it put us out from going to the playoffs. They hadn't even eaten yet, and they was just in the living room talking noise and talking trash. I just went right on in there and said, "Say, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all kids and get y'all stuff. I'm gonna need y'all to exit left. We ain't even eat yet, baby. Fix your food and go on and go." So now it's off limits. Don't even come over here during football season. Don't even worry about it. Don't even come over here.
So speaking of Thanksgiving, we lost to the Raiders last year. How was your Thanksgiving when the Cowboys lose?
Oh, here we
No,
go.
no.
Oh man.
That was year before last.
Yeah, that was 2
That
years
was
ago.
year before last.
That was
Yeah.
the Anthony
We beat the
Brown
Giants
Bowl.
That was
last year.
Anthony Brown game. That was the
Yeah.
Anthony Brown game.
That was the Anthony Brown Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, Andy Brown.
How did you feel that Thanksgiving after that game, Mr. Ladd?
That was
Honestly,
horrible.
I didn't even go to the game. Didn't even watch it because my baby didn't play. So we was basically at home just getting ready for him to come back to work so we can have Thanksgiving.
We can't hear you.
Oh no, I say I didn't go to that game, so cause my baby
Man.
didn't play. So we was basically at home waiting on him to come home from work so we can have dinner.
This was up.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was oh God.
I'm one of them Cowboy fans, and if my son ain't playing, it ain't worth me watching, man. I don't go to no games if he's not playing, so I'm there to cheer him on.
Hey, what happened? He didn't play that game.
He had a concussion.
Oh, that's right.
2 weeks
Yeah.
when he at the Kansas City game.
That's right. That's
City
right.
looks a lot stronger now than when he first came in the league. What's his
Oh, yeah.
off-season regimen like?
Oh yeah. Eat, work, sleep. Like I say, he's a student of the game, man. That's all he want to do. He's not satisfied until he win that Lombardi, man.
That's what's
And
up, man.
from the day they stop playing, he might take a week off, kind of try to get his body back together, and he back at work. If it ain't football, he don't want no parts of it. Like I say, he's not one of those kids that, hell, football over with. It's time for me to be in the club popping bottles. He's not that kid.
That's good.
He's not that kid to say, well, hell, I'm not playing football, so I'm going to travel the world and do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to call my trainer. We're going to get to work. It's time to go to the lab.
Nah, he chasing greatness in you. That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. Kelly, what Kelly?
What Kelly say? What Kelly say? Put Kelly comment up. What you do there in the Brown?
So, Mr.
I ain't told that man nothing since I ain't told that man nothing since the season ended and that man when that man was gone. I was like, shit, I ain't got nothing else to say, Anthony Brown. I'm good. Like I mean he blocked me on Twitter anyway, so I can't tell him nothing. Remember, he blocked me.
Wow.
So, Nikki, how does it feel to get blocked?
It feels good. I be like, yeah, I did my job.
Oh my goodness,
That's incredible. That's incredible. Oh my God, that's incredible.
Man, I got blocked by an Eagles fan one time. He started. That's why I don't like Eagles fans. So he started with me, and then once he found out this ain't what he wanted, he blocked me. Like blocked my coming. I'm like, why you running? Like, what you running for? Let's go. Yeah, why you running? Let's get it. Like, I'm ready to go. Let's get it.
That's right, Jeff. Blocking is a.
But what's
Yeah,
funny,
right.
I got 2 pages.
Freedom.
So when they block me, they normally go to the other page and be talking about me, and I be laughing because I be like, "You so dumb. You talking about me to me, like just my same page, like just me, fool." Like
I like talking trash, so I won't curse anybody out or say anything else because I want to keep it going. I want to keep the debates going. So they don't block me. So we just keep talking until somebody just gets
Yeah,
tired
because
of typing.
you always talking on the corporate level, you know, the corporate work level and
What?
stuff.
That's
So,
good. Listen, there's
so
another side of me that is not corporate, but I want to keep it corporate. So I want the banter to keep going because then you find out about the person that you actually sitting here debating about. So you just keep it going. Ain't no need to get rah-rah. Just keep it going and see what type of person they are. And that's how you develop friendships that way too, because it's a respect level after that. Then they know you know football, then they respect you more. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't like go off on a deep end on some of these cats. I'm like, yo, let's talk. Like an Eagle fan gonna tell me today that our safeties are bottom of the league. I'm like, what? We have some of the best safety tandems in the league. What are you talking about?
Like
I said, come on. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I said, show me some facts. Don't worry about the Pro Bowls. I said, this is not the Pro Bowls. We run a 5-2-4, and into that 5-2-4, they do what they're supposed to do, and they bring and they unleashing hell. So what are you talking about? He had nothing else to say. He had to go get one of his boys to finish the argument. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm done. And that's it. Here we go again, man.
Hey, Cool is not letting up, bro.
He's hurt. He's hurt. He's upset. He has a tissue by his bedside every night because James Washington got cut. And I told him James Washington wouldn't be a good fit. It's okay, Cool. It's okay, my brother. It's okay. It's all right, though, bro.
I'm just going to take a sip out of my cup. So.
Man, listen. The next 2 preseason games when Simi balls out, y'all going to be like, okay. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, Simi got a big old spotlight. We're going to be watching Simi.
Trust me, man. I have all the faith in the world in Simi. Just like Boss Man and Simi.
So Simi is the new Anthony Brown of this show then, right?
Yeah, he ain't that bad.
I mean,
he gonna be.
I'm talking as far as the mentioning.
He gonna be.
Mr. Land, when you see Simi, you tell him K Boogie said, I got your back, brother. Tell him I got your back. If nobody else does, I do.
I will do.
I will tell him that. I tell him that.
CD. Well, I don't know if CD actually made the comment, staged the comment, or if it was media, but it was put out there that CD said that Dak would have more control of the offense this year. Have you seen any of that in training camp so far?
I can't say yeah and I can't say no because I haven't. I don't know. Like I say, I'll be up and close and personal in a couple of days when they come down to Dallas.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
with the play calling wise, now that Kellen Moore is gone, and now it's Mike McCarthy. Well, quote Mike McCarthy. I guess you say you'll see it more, but just from the moments of training camp right now, does it look like Mike McCarthy play calling is going in a better direction than what we were seeing from Kellen Moore?
I mean, shit, it's just practice. Hell, I mean, you really can't tell right now. You really can't tell. I mean, he trying to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. You won't know nothing until after that first game.
And that's the night of the Giants.
Yep, you won't know nothing until that first game.
Sunday night too.
So, hell, I can call the end zone corner route here against my defense and tell my defense to bag up and play skeleton and it look good. So, like I say, you won't know until you run across the competitor.
Yeah.
So the headlines now is that Michael Parsons left practice with a leg issue. Is it something that we as fans need to be worried about, or is it something that is gonna be okay?
That young man, he's a different breed. You ain't gotta worry about that one.
He's lying.
Yeah, that young man a different breed. He will be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one I don't understand. So like when you look at like the ESPNs and the Fox Sports, they I understand Philly went to the Super Bowl last year. Jalen Hurts, but I understand all that. But Philly lost a lot from a coaching standpoint.
Oh yeah.
They lost 3 contributors on defense, right? And the Cowboys added Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks. Mike added a Schottenheimer. Mike McCarthy's calling play. So the Cowboys actually took steps forward. You understand? So I don't understand where this gap is they seeing. Then we just got to talk about Michael Parsons. They have nobody on their defense that can hold Michael Parsons' jockstrap. Nobody. They have nobody in his neighborhood, right? So where is this gap? Do y'all see the gap?
I tell everybody, just like you said, Philly lost a whole lot.
They lost a whole lot.
That offensive coordinator got the best out of Jalen Hurts.
Yes, he did.
Got put Jalen Hurts in the right situations every game. Because I mean, nothing bad about the kid. I know the kid since he was young. Still great friends with the mom, dad, the family. Jalen is a running back. Jalen is not a quarterback. But when you put a defense in a situation, either you're going to stop the quarterback or you're going to stop the little receiver coming up underneath. You pick your poison.
Yeah.
So now you're playing a guessing game. He's a great kid. He's a great athlete. But he's not that Brett Favre or that Donovan McNabb gonna sit in the pocket and throw the ball and kill you.
Exactly.
He got to run the ball to make plays. So that's why I say they lost a lot with that offensive coordinator. Even on the defensive side, they lost their defensive coordinator.
They lost the defensive coordinator as well.
Hell, you got the whole Georgia defensive line, but hell, who gonna get him? Who gonna get him in the right position?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you lost your leading interception guy, you lost your leading tackler, you lost Hargrave, and you lost your D coordinator. He probably took some assistance with him, right? So I don't understand how Philly is not gonna take a step back. Now I'm not saying they're gonna be trash, but
they ain't gonna be that caliber they was last year. They're
not gonna be the caliber they was. Yeah, they're not gonna be there.
Nah, I don't see.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. This has been going on for years though. There's an East Coast bias against the Cowboys. Y'all know that, right? This is an East Coast bias thing. Philadelphia's here in the East. The Cowboys are not. So there's always been an East Coast bias, especially with ESPN and now Fox Sports. Anytime that the Cowboys are mentioned, you notice it. I've been seeing it for years. And I'm surprised that basically, nobody has called anybody out from ESPN about this East Coast bias when it comes down to the Cowboys. Most of the ex-players played against the Cowboys. It's on ESPN. Mm-hmm. Fox, Shady McCoy went to the University of Pittsburgh, played in Philly. Of course he's going to hate the Cowboys. He's going to hate the Cowboys. All this stuff is East Coast bias. That's all it is at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. It's the Cowboys, Stephen A. Smith, hey, the Cowboys, this and Jared Jones. It's just an East Coast bias. And anytime you mention the Cowboys anyway, it's going to move the needle. And especially they know it. So it's like, hey, we might as well come up with all these negative things and all these objectives against the Cowboys. To me, it's more East Coast bias than anything else. Anything. Philadelphia, yes, they're good. They lost the Super Bowl, but they lost a lot of players. And it seemed like we got stronger. But the only way you prove it is on the field anyway. All this talk, the power rankings or whatever, okay, fine. We prove it on the field. That's why I want all the smoke. Let's go. Yeah. But there is an East Coast bias against the Dallas Cowboys.
That's what the young lion said here. We got to get on the field and play.
Yeah.
You can say we better than who, they better than us, but when we suit up, he said ain't no man in front of him better than him.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said. That's what he said. Put the pads on, let's get it back. Let's get it popping.
That's it.
Crack-a-lacking.
And honestly, I think all those kids have that same motto this year. I'm better than everybody that lines up in front of me.
And you know what? That's why I like Tavon Diggs talking that smack to that too, because that sets the tone. He set the tone already in camp, like, yo, and And Dak was like, "Oh, that's what you're doing." And so Dak went out. He scored 12 out of 13 touchdowns in the red zone after that. So they set the tone. The defense is going to set the tone how we're going to actually play against everybody. So I love that. I love that because that's going to formulate more of a stronger brotherhood when you are in the trenches in practice and you just going at each other like that. Yeah, keep all the receipts you want.
Yeah, keep all the receipts. Keep all up. Keep all
have a
up.
box for you.
Keep all up.
Box for you, Jeff.
Keep all up. Keep all up.
And quiet as kept, Brian Johnson used to be the OC in Mississippi State with Dak Prescott, so they're running the same offense. So you think I don't know, Jeff? You think I don't know, bro? So I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. Let's go. I got receipts too, buddy. Yo, we just love having fun, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and that's put Kelly coming back up. That's a lot of things people don't know. See, Dak's slick, man. He kind of stay out of the camera. You don't see him talking trash. He kind of stay away from in front of the camera, but he starts a lot of that. He starts a lot of it. He starts a lot of it.
We saw that when we was on Hard Knocks. That likes to talk, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is and I'll get Mr. Lamb's comment on this. Regardless of what everybody on the outside says, Dak is the undisputed leader of that team. He might not be the best player on the team. He might not be the most vocal player on the team. But Dak is the undisputed leader of that team. Would you say so, Mr. Lamb?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
So, and I can respect that. You know, I think there's some times where I want Dak to get out of character. But Dak says it on every comment. He says, you know, I have to remember I am the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. So I listen to the noise, but I don't let the noise get to me. You know, and I just see Dak getting better. No, we haven't won a Super Bowl with Dak as our quarterback, but hell, we didn't win one with Tony Romo. We didn't win with the other 13 quarterbacks that we had, you know, or 14 or however many quarterbacks it was that we had before, since after Troy Aikman. So I guess I can ask this question, Mr. Lamb. Do you understand, what is your take on all the criticism that Dak gets?
It comes with the territory, man. What I mean about that is, hey, you the leader, you the quarterback. So if the offense ain't playing well, they figure it's your fault. No matter if CD having a bad day, no matter if Pollard having a bad day, it's all on you. It's just like you at work. You come in feeling slouchy or slumpy or whatever, who it reflects on? I mean, I don't know what line of work you do or whatever the case may be, but it always going to reflect back on your boss. They going to talk noise to you, but damn, you keeping this sorry son going around? Why you ain't then kicked him in the butt and sent him on his way? So it just comes with the territory. And
go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
And you know, having a conversation with the young man, few times that I have met him and seen him, you know, he's proven to me that he is that leader. He is that guy. He wants everything on his shoulders so he can prove himself.
So I tell a lot of my employees, you know, I might, you know, when I'm on the floor with them and I'm getting a tell about stuff that they're not doing, I do that because that's my job. But when I get in front of the big wigs, I got the best team in the world.
Right.
I never let the big wigs know that I got in my, you know, in my, you know, the guys that work for me that I got in the ass. But that's what I see Dak as. You know, I see Dak in front of the media saying, "Hey, you know, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. You know, we got to work on this, and another." But I guarantee behind closed doors, he's saying some stuff that he needs to say, or Diggs wouldn't have did what he did in that practice that day.
Right. Oh, not to cut you out, but I done heard a couple of phone calls between them two. Like, say, man, this ain't gonna work. We need to get this shit. We got to get this together.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
you have to. That's what
yeah,
teammates all about. Transparency.
yeah.
Let's
So,
get it.
yeah.
So, so Kelly is our comedic relief on this show. He said my only thing right with that is he took 8 of my Hershey Nuggets with almonds at the CSA shows and left me with 2.
Man, Dak did you like that, Kelly?
You should have charged him for it. See what he said.
Dak can't come to Magic City with us then, right? Is that what you're saying, Kelly?
Oh my God, yo.
Yeah, that's true. Sylvia got a point. Like, but it's always the quarterback win. You give them credit. The team lose. The quarterback gonna still get the blame. Either way,
I don't see that with Dak though. When we win, it's
still not ever Dak won. It's always everybody else won, but Dak won, and Dak could have just threw the game-winning touchdown, just like that drive he did against Houston Texans.
Houston,
When
that
he went
99-yard drive
sideline,
was huge. That was big.
and he told them, he said, "We're gonna win this game," but nobody want to give him credit for that. Nobody want to give him credit for it. But I'm like, the receivers got to get the ball from the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him his credit if he get the ball down the field and put your team in position to win and score. You got to give the man his credit for that, you know. But they just won't do it. We're the ones that don't like him.
East Coast bias. Trying to tell you all this East Coast bias until he win a Super Bowl and whatever else and take us far in the playoffs, and then they may like temper it down a little bit. But until we start winning in the playoffs, it's always going to be that East Coast bias. Y'all know that.
right. Well,
So this is an interesting comment from Kevin, because I don't see why Dak would have pressure from Romo. I mean, Romo
I don't
didn't
either.
do
I mean,
anything.
you know why. You know why. You know why.
Yeah, we know why,
You know
but
why.
I'm just saying, I
Yeah,
love
you know
Romo too, but Romo was careless in crunch time. A lot of times Romo was careless because he wanted to show everybody that he was just as good as other quarterbacks that were drafted. I'm telling you, he was a gunslinger. Sometimes he played without
He was definitely a
consciousness. Come on, man. Come on. That doesn't have any pressure for him. That has pressure from Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman because he wants to win rings. He wants to win championships, not have glorified stats that don't mean anything. That's
all right, Kevin. So Kevin said we read it
Okay,
wrong.
go back. Let me read the
He said
whole
he read it
thing.
wrong.
Yeah, but on the
He
flip
said,
side,
okay. He said people expect that to get those playoff wins that Romo couldn't.
yeah. All right. So I really,
Okay.
really
You're
hate
right,
to
Kevin.
do this. I really hate to do this, but we got a couple of minutes left in the show. I want to give Mr. Lamb the opportunity to close us out. To close us out on this show. Tell everybody your thoughts about our show. Tell everybody your thoughts about what the season's going to be about. Any last words that you want to say?
Yeah, you young mans have a beautiful show. I enjoyed it. Hanging out with you guys. Y'all can hit me up anytime. I'm more than willing to come on the show. I enjoyed myself tonight. And I'm looking for a great season. I'm thinking I ain't saying I'm thinking. I believe the Cowboys going to do big things this year. Big and better things. I'm looking to be in Vegas this year. I never said it, not one time. But this year, it's these young men. It's do or die here for these young guys.
Different vibe.
Yep, it's do or die. So, I got my ticket. How about you guys?
Ooh, I like that smoke right there, boy. Woo. Let's get it.
I got my ticket.
Well, since you family now, I'm riding your coattail. You say come back, I'm right behind you.
Well, come on. I got room in the car for you. Come on, man.
So, Nikki, you want to do your famous closing out for us?
Yeah, since Mr. Lamb said the men and forgot about me.
You know I love you, sis. I text you every day. I love you.
Well, the show is called.
I'm like,
Nikki and the Blue Cup Boys.
dang, he just left me out the little bio, okay? But anyway, no. As always, to the everyone taking time out of their evening to join us tonight. I know we did not broadcast that Mr. Lamb was going to be on here, so I hope it was a pleasant surprise for you guys. Of course, Cliff, I appreciate you. Since you just busy, yeah, you text me every day. So yeah, we talk all the time. So I will text you and say you thank you personally. But I appreciate you guys. As always, I couldn't do this without you all. And of course, we definitely couldn't do it without the folks that are tuning in, and we really, really appreciate all of you. All right. Okay, Boogie.
Nah, hey, thank everybody for coming to the safe zone. Appreciate everybody. And do me a favor, everybody just tell your loved ones you love them, you care about them. That's all I ask tonight. Just spread love, spread energy, and spread joy to the world. Amen.
Mr. Cowboy.
That's what's up. I am very happy to be here. I enjoyed y'all, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
enjoyed y'all. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Great show.
Yes, sir. Mr. Lamb, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you guys for having me, man.
All right. Well, good night, everybody, and I will see you guys in the chat.
Magic City on lead, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.